Hey, I am Chelsea Marie. Grab your coffee or your cocktail and join me in a conversation about why your brand shouldn't feel like you're wearing a Halloween costume. Now, here's the deal. Traditional branding told us that you had to be a certain person, that you had to be exactly what your ideal customers expect, right? You would do a lot of demographic research. You'd go find out what age your target market is. You'd go learn what they like, what they don't like, and then you would make every single thing about the way that you show up in your business directed towards a certain person. And while I do see value in you knowing who your ideal target market is, I also feel that now more than ever, we buy from people we know, like, and trust. And thanks to social media, this has become even more powerful in your business and can boost your profits. Your brand shouldn't feel like you're putting on a mask every day and going to work and pretending to be something that isn't true to you. When you are real, it resonates. Did you hear that? When you are real, it resonates. And there are 3 components to truly being honest about who you are online so that you don't feel like you're wearing that Halloween costume. And the first one is to share the struggle of your stories. Sometimes we hold back stories of the struggle that we had to experience the success that we now have in our businesses, right? Or with whatever we're selling that solves a certain problem. Well, there was a struggle that you experienced, or you wouldn't need a solution. And so oftentimes we think that sharing the struggles that we had to get where we want to go is harmful to our credibility. But to give you an example, if you are a business coach or a marketing coach or someone who's going to do Facebook advertising, then it's beneficial for me as a consumer to know what you struggled with to be successful at it. And when you're willing to share those stories, it will actually add to your credibility and it will make you show up so real. Another example of this is in the health and wellness industry. If you are a nutritionist and you share with people the struggles that you had to actually be healthy, it's going to resonate because I bet you that someone out there is experiencing that same struggle and they will relate to what you struggled with and crave the solution you're offering. The second component of being real in your marketing or even just in how you show up online is to be authentic. This really comes down to not just what we see on social media where it's like, do you boo-boo and don't worry about the rest, but this is truly important when you know your values. What do you value? People want to buy from people that believe the same things as them. And when you can share the messages and the things that you're really passionate about and allow that passion to come through, that's really beneficial. If you're goofy, be goofy. If you are really punny, you really like to add puns into your marketing and you're a little cheesy, then add on some more cheese. Don't be afraid to actually be who you are because those are the things that people are going to relate to. And they're oftentimes the things that we want to hide because they don't feel comfortable to do around anyone who is not your best friend. But the way your best friend sees you is how your audience should see you as well. Which leads me to the third tip, which is transparency. This is about how much of who you are you really show to people. So for example, you might be messy, right? You might have a pile of clothes on your bed because you hate doing laundry. Guilty. But on the real side, I'm not necessarily going to show that side of who I am with my audience because A, it's not relevant, and B, I am not going to show that part of my transparency. There's a barometer, right? And I get to choose how transparent I'm being with my audience versus how just completely see-through it might as well be, right? So these are some things that you can keep in mind if you really want to feel like you're not wearing a Halloween costume. How can you be more of who you are? What are you hiding behind your mask? Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a happy Halloween and that you don't spook those customers away. Come on, little kitty. Blah, 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 blah. We're gonna do that again.
Drink a little bit of your coffee. It's stressing me the hell out.
Awkward slurping. This is gonna be a great outtake or not.